Hello guys, today we're going to talk about, of course, the anthology. The last two episodes of Goosebumps is a two-parter. Unfortunately, it's not great, but there's something here. There's some good elements here. Alright, first of all, and we're talking about, of course, Deep Trouble Part 1. This episode aired on November 16th, 1995. It has 6.5 out of 10 overall on IMDb with about 100-ish user votes. It stars Laura Vandervoort. I hope I pronounced that right. She was in the Haunted House game, and she, of course, from a little bit in the third season, and she was also in Smallville. She played Supergirl, which is pretty good for her. And Todd Fennell, who was in the Spiderwick Chronicles. So, two lead actors did some pretty notable stuff. And of course, the episode's directed by William Frade of the House by the Lake fame. Oh, man. Here's the thing about the Deep Trouble episodes, specifically part 1. Now, I'll talk about the book adaptation in the next video. First of all, let's talk about acting. The acting is fine. I mean, yeah, the two star kid actors, like I previously mentioned, they're big stars for a reason. They're pretty solid actors, and for the supporting cast, pretty solid. I will say this: the maid is kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not saying she was bad. I feel like she was kind of directed to deliver a tone, and it just didn't feel quite right. Now, as for the story, as for the special effects, for part 1 there isn't that much to talk about. There's one little action scene that is practical, and I'll give it credit, but it may be a touch fakey, but it delivers. But oh man, I forgot how part 1 ended. I forgot when it ended, in all honesty. I will say this, it kind of plays along with kind of sci-fi kind of deal. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Cinematography in part 1, it's pretty standard. It's nothing too special. The score, they kind of use some kind of Jaws theme. They don't use the Jaws theme. They just kind of are influenced by it. It kind of works in what the episode is, but that's really the only thing noticeable about the score. As for the writing, it's fine. I think the biggest problem with part 1 is that I don't remember a whole lot happening. A very dialogue-driven episode. I mean, there's a mystery, but it doesn't really pull you in. And in all honesty, I'm having a hard time remembering how part 1 ended and how part 2 began. So I may have to talk about most of the episode in part 2. And I may eke a little of part 1 in it, but it was just, I think that's the problem. It's hard to remember something like this. It wasn't anything super bad, but part 1 isn't something really that unique either. It wasn't anything I haven't seen before. And I think a lot of it too was just, I don't know why the rating is this low. I think of this more as a 7 out of 10 than a 6.5 out of 10, in all honesty. And I'm kind of baffled as why it's that low. I really am. It's really putting me through a loop. It's like, why is this so low? And the problem is there's no, like, user reviews available. There's not, for most of the episodes, there's not really any user reviews, so it's kind of hard to see what other people say they didn't like and what they say. So it's kind of hard for me to grasp on what's really bad in it. really, because I've watched a lot of these episodes, and as far as I'm concerned, it's not the worst by any means for part 1 standards. But that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to talk about part 2 and everything else tomorrow, and it'll be the last Goosebumps episode ever. And I don't know. That's kind of, I don't know if that's sad or whatever, but yeah, for the show. I mean, whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.